Who would emerge victorious in a full-scale confrontation between India and China? A question that has sparked many debates, discussions, and hypothetical war scenarios. We are here to take you on a journey through a theoretical examination of this question. Imagine, if you will, the dragon and the tiger, two of the most potent symbols in the Asian continent, standing against each other, ready to engage in a battle of epic proportions. The dragon, representing China, a country known for its economic might and rapid military expansion. On the other side, the tiger, representing India, a nation renowned for its strategic position and formidable defensive capabilities. This scenario isn't just a flight of fancy. There are real tensions between these two Asian giants. The border disputes, the competition for regional influence, the struggle for economic dominance, all these elements add fuel to the fire of this hypothetical conflict. But let's not delve into the specifics just yet. Instead, let's consider the broad strokes of this potential confrontation. Both nations possess vast armies, equipped with modern weaponry and sophisticated technology. The scale of such a conflict would be immense, involving millions of soldiers, thousands of tanks, aircraft, and naval vessels. It would be a test of strength, strategy, and resilience. Who would have the upper hand? Would the dragon's fiery breath overpower the tiger's ferocious claws? Or would the tiger's agility and strength outmatch the dragon's size and power? In this examination, we will delve deep into the military might of both nations. We will explore the strengths and weaknesses of the Indian and Chinese armed forces. We will consider the role of terrain and strategy in a potential conflict. And finally, we will discuss how India, the tiger, could potentially claim victory over China, the dragon. So buckle up and prepare for an exciting journey into the realms of military strategy and geopolitical tension. It's time to explore the what-ifs of a full-scale confrontation between these two Asian powerhouses. Let's dive into the nitty-gritty of this hypothetical conflict. The Indian Armed Forces, a force to be reckoned with. From the icy peaks of the Himalayas to the hot deserts of Rajasthan, the Indian Armed Forces stand as a formidable sentinel, protecting the nation's sovereignty and integrity. The strength of India's military is a testament to the nation's resilience, diversity, and indomitable spirit. One of the largest in the world, India's military boasts over 1 million active personnel and an impressive cache of advanced homegrown weaponry. Its notable feats of brilliance in engineering and technology include the Agni-V intercontinental ballistic missile and the HAL Tejas, a multi-role light fighter aircraft. India's military strength is not limited to its personnel and equipment. It also lies in its strategic advantages. India's geographical location, with its access to crucial sea routes and proximity to important global hotspots, lends itself to a unique advantage. The Indian Navy's presence in the Indian Ocean acts as a critical deterrent, maintaining a balance of power in the region. India's armed forces have also proven their mettle in previous conflicts. The 1971 Indo-Pakistan War witnessed a swift and decisive victory for India, leading to the creation of Bangladesh. This victory highlighted the strategic prowess and operational efficiency of the Indian armed forces. Moreover, India's military strength is complemented by its robust paramilitary and internal security apparatus. The Border Security Force, the Central Reserve Police Force, and others work in tandem with the armed forces to safeguard India's borders and maintain internal peace. In the realm of cyber warfare too, India is making significant strides. The Defense Cyber Agency, under the aegis of the Indian Armed Forces, is dedicated to protecting the nation's digital frontier and ensuring secure communication channels. The Indian Armed Forces, with their blend of courage, commitment, and technical acumen, stand as a bulwark against any potential threats. Their readiness to adapt to new-age warfare tactics and the unwavering spirit of their personnel make them a formidable force on the global stage. India's military might is not to be underestimated.
The Dragon's Roar, a glance at China's military prowess. China's military power is a formidable adversary, a force that commands respect on the global stage. With the largest population in the world, China's military manpower is staggering. Millions of personnel are on active duty, with millions more in reserve. This vast manpower is an undeniable strength, a sea of soldiers ready to defend their homeland. But it's not just the sheer numbers that make China's military a powerhouse. It's also their advanced technology. China has been investing heavily in cutting-edge military technology, and it shows. From stealth fighters and advanced submarines to cyber warfare capabilities, China's military tech is state-of-the-art. They've even made strides in space with moon landings and a burgeoning space station program. Strategically, China's geography offers significant advantages. With diverse terrain from vast coastlines to towering mountains, defense becomes a multifaceted advantage. And let's not forget their nuclear arsenal, a sobering deterrent that underscores their military might. China's military achievements are noteworthy. They've built up their navy to be one of the largest in the world and have developed a range of ballistic missiles. Their cyber warfare capabilities have grown increasingly sophisticated, and they've demonstrated their space prowess with a series of successful lunar missions. However, it's essential to remember that military strength isn't just about numbers or technology. It's also about experience, strategy, and morale. China's military hasn't been tested in large-scale combat since its border conflict with Vietnam in the late 70s. While they've been investing in training and modernization, the lack of recent combat experience is a potential weakness. In the grand chess game of global politics, China's military strength is a key piece. It's a dragon that roars, a formidable force that cannot be ignored. It's a challenge to any adversary, yet like any power, it has its vulnerabilities. It's these vulnerabilities that can be exploited, that can turn the tide in a conflict. China's military strength is formidable, presenting a significant challenge to any adversary. The battlefield, a key factor in warfare. When we imagine a full-scale conflict between the tiger and the dragon, the terrain of the potential battlefield comes into play as a significant element. The terrain doesn't merely serve as a backdrop to the conflict. It shapes the strategies, dictates the movement, and can even determine the victor. Straddling the border between India and China is the formidable Himalayan range, a natural fortress that complicates any notion of a straightforward battle. The rugged, high-altitude terrain can be a daunting obstacle, but it can also be a strategic advantage. For the Indian forces, familiar with the harsh conditions and steep inclines, this could potentially offset China's numerical advantage. Beyond the mountains, both nations boast diverse landscapes that challenge conventional warfare. India's dense forests and expansive deserts, China's vast plains and intricate river systems, each offer their own unique tactical opportunities and challenges. But terrain is only one half of the equation. Strategy is the other. Warfare is not just about brute force. It's a game of chess on a grand scale. Each move, each decision, is a delicate balance between risk and reward. In this hypothetical scenario, India's strategy would likely lean on its strengths, a robust defense bolstered by its formidable air power, coupled with rapid response capabilities, honed by years of border conflicts. China, on the other hand, might rely on its vast resources and superior numbers to launch a sustained offensive. Yet, the sheer size of its military could also be a logistical challenge, especially in the difficult terrains along the border. Innovative tactics, effective use of technology, and the ability to adapt to changing circumstances could all tip the scales in favor of one side. After all, history is riddled with tales of smaller, more agile armies overcoming larger, more powerful foes. In the end, the outcome of a full-scale conflict between India and China would be influenced by a multitude of factors. But one thing is clear: the battlefield and strategy
can significantly influence the outcome of a conflict. How could the tiger triumph over the dragon? This is an intriguing question that brings us to the crux of our discussion. India, the tiger, has several significant strengths that could lead to a potential victory over the dragon. China. One of the key factors is India's geographical advantage. Nestled in the heart of South Asia, India is surrounded by a diverse range of terrain, from the towering Himalayas to the extensive coastline. This varied topography could provide a strategic edge in a hypothetical conflict. Another crucial element is India's military prowess. The Indian armed forces, known for their discipline and valor, are among the world's largest and most experienced. They have a rich history of operations in diverse terrains and challenging conditions, which could be a significant advantage in a large-scale conflict. Furthermore, India's democratic political system could potentially attract international allies. Democracies around the world may be more inclined to support India, viewing it as a bulwark against China's authoritarian regime. This global support could tip the scales in India's favor, providing vital resources and strategic assistance. Moreover, India has been investing heavily in modernizing its military capabilities. With an increased focus on technology, including advancements in cyber warfare and space technology, India is steadily bolstering its defense capabilities. But let's not forget the power of the people. The spirit of unity and resilience that pervades the Indian population is an intangible force that could significantly influence the outcome of a conflict. This collective spirit, coupled with the country's strategic advantages, could potentially propel India to victory. Remember, this isn't about inciting conflict or glorifying war. Our discussion is purely hypothetical, exploring the strengths and strategies that could come into play in a hypothetical situation. While a war between India and China remains purely hypothetical, it's clear that India has the potential to hold its own against a formidable adversary.